What's your next idea?
So next idea, I want to talk about the service business that is Reachout for influencer marketing. So this is a larger trend that's happening within software, especially like B to SMB software, where you basically like have to create trust and teach people how to use the software at scale. And so this actually really kind of came from I was working or doing some consulting for a friend's company. I was doing some SEO work, but their whole strategy for growing their entire like company, and it's one of these things that's like a multi-million-dollar company that you've never heard of before. That's in a category that I'll probably never talk about because it's just so much value. But the what it does is basically their whole growth strategy was focusing on just doing YouTube videos. So basically influencer reach out to YouTubers to have them talk about their product and show how to use this product. And then they have an affiliate play. So the structure of this is you basically would go and you'd make some type of affiliate commission for your software. So 30% recurring as an example. And then you would go and you'd work with these influencers and say, hey, I'm going to pay you $500 for this video. And then you'll also get all of these recurring commissions out of this. So he did this like himself in the beginning to just scale this up, where he reached out to like 300 different YouTubers, found all their emails, went and commented on their videos, did this whole thing. Absolutely massive time suck, right? But he was in early stage of this foundership, so he had time and he had resources. Now he's at scale and he's like, I can't do this anymore. And it's hard to hire a person to do this. And so this is where this idea comes from. So it's basically done for you influencer marketing as a service. So how you would actually go and do this is you would go and you would find any like software that's being built. So like think of Instantly, think of any of these like companies that are building in public, right? Any of these tools that and there's hundreds of thousands of them. Like you just go on Twitter and you'll find somebody hawking something. Like you could do this with Swell in a heartbeat. So the strategy then is, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to find these software companies. I'm then going to say, hey, I'll do unlimited influencer outreach for you to these people that make YouTube videos, to these YouTube influencers. And how you actually do that is YouTube actually will show you the email address of a YouTuber. But if you go to the about section of a channel, it's going to show you an email. So those emails, they are behind a CAPTCHA. So again, go to Fiverr. Like there's ways you could do this like yourself, but the easiest way is go to Fiverr, search YouTube link building, or I think it's YouTube lead generation, something like that. They'll basically go and scrape all of these YouTube channels for you, find all the emails that are associated, and then you can cold email all of these people. Again, use just a cold email software, and then you're basically just turning into a service company. But the idea is you go and you broker all of these relationships and all of these deals and charge, $2,000 to $3,000 a month to do this for the company. So for them, they would probably give you a budget. So, using my friend's company, they would say, hey, we have $50,000 this month to spend on influencer work. So go find me the best people to work with. So you go and you email 500 people, and then that turns into a certain amount of leads. The kicker and how you can do this to be really effective is you then take all of the people and you look at their different subscribers and view counts and then the cost, and then you create a ratio of what those are to each other. And then you can compare, to see, in this bell curve of people, this subset is actually underpricing themselves. So let's go with that subset and invest our capital there. And that's how you can create a greater ROI for your client. So at that point, you're like, okay, we just did 100 videos. And then you would go and you look at the affiliate commissions from all the people that you just did, create a report for them, and then show them, okay, these people are the ones that created the most impact to our revenue. Here's, our ROI, basically our ROAS count. We're going to reinvest all the capital back into these people, and then we're going to cycle in a new group. And so for him, where it gets to now is like he has 30 core influencers that he works with that he knows is going to generate X amount of revenue per month. But the knock-on effect that happens here, and this is how I would sell it to them, is that once you get enough influencers talking about your product in this category, then you'll start to see that up and coming influencers that are trying to build within that space will also review that product for you for free without paying them. All they're doing is trying to do the affiliate game of get that 30% commission, right? So there's like this growth flywheel that gets built in this. I always talk about this like digital gravity. Like this is a way to build digital mass, but it's digital mass in relationship to attracting it like affiliates. And as you get more affiliates in, more affiliates copy them. And as more affiliates copy them, you get more affiliates in. And so it creates this like virtuous flywheel. But this is something that I know like every founder that I talk to that's in the influencer space is like, in the software space, they're all trying to figure this out, how to do this. They don't have time to do this. They don't know how to set this up. And like what I just said just lays out that whole process, and you could 100% capitalize on this. Like I've talked to like 5 friends already, and like, is this something that would be interesting to you? And they're like, yes, 100%. I would do this tomorrow for like $2,000 a month if it was just handled and I didn't have to think about it. And I just got a report on a weekly and a monthly basis of what was happening.
Yeah, I think what pisses people off about working with influencer agencies is most of them are not really conversion rate focused or ROAS focused. They're kind of just like, give me some money and I'll get you some influencers. And that's the trade. So if you can position this as like revenue focused and just basically that whole story, and you on the website, you tell like the founder story of that, and you tell the story of like, I was once one of those people. I spent $1 million a month and I was generating $1,000 of sales, and Mr. Beast even reviewed my my product and it sucked. Like some story like that. I mean, of course, it has to be true, but some story with a founder letter, similar to how Jason Fried has like really good founder letters. Like if you check out once.com or any of his stuff, he has a really good way of just talking about the bigger picture. And then once you scroll down and you read the founder letter, you're like, wow, yes, I have spent a bunch of money on influencers and it has gone nowhere. So I think this idea plus founder letter has legs.
100%. And then the inbound that all you have to do is just a YouTube channel for this. Like I'm obsessed with this right now. Is like YouTube is the top of funnel for service businesses. This is like going viral in the SEO community right now with like Julian Goldie and Jackie Chow. I'm not sure. Jack, he owns Indexy. He's ripping right now, but all of them are basically doing the same strategy where it's like daily videos talking about whatever, like basically it's just doing experiments in public. Like that's what it's coming down to. Like, here's all the experiments I'm running. Here's what we learned. Here's what worked and here's what didn't. And their channels are just exploding, right? Because of that daily posting that's happening. But what that turns into is all this inbound leads because you become an expert within that category. So if you just talked about like, yo, here's all the influencer marketing that we're doing for all our clients, make all the data anonymous and just show graphs that are going up and to the right of their affiliate commissions that are like, their affiliate revenues that are being paid out. You could easily like build this thing. I think that could be a part of this top of funnel. I'd probably pair those two things together. So do the cold email component, cold DM, and then pair this with like YouTube on top of it. And I think that that's going to become a standard. I think also the segues into the creator business. So maybe we go there next and talk about this Google ads for XYZ thing. Because I think this will be also like another, like you're trying to start your first company. This is a perfect first company for anybody to start. So